They did it again. You won't believe how Simpsons predicted this. The Homer, Marge, and Bart have been key figures in The Simpsons since its 1989 debut. This show not only entertains, it acts as a prophetic glimpse into the future, having accurately foreseen events from Donald Trump's presidency to the invention of smartwatches, and even the creation of a baby translator to the potential of World War III. Now, let's delve into its predictions for this year. Join us as we explore the top 15 predictions The Simpsons made for 2024. Prepare to be amazed, as some of these predictions have already come true. Number 15. Economic collapse. The Simpsons has a knack for making unsettlingly accurate predictions, and one of their most ominous forecasts involves an economic meltdown during what was once a fictional presidency of Donald Trump. In the episode titled Bart to the Future, aired over 2 decades ago, world leaders gather to address a looming global economic crisis. This scenario, set during Trump's presidency, foreshadowed his real political ascent long before he ever stepped foot in the White House. Now, as we navigate through 2024, echoes of this episode are becoming increasingly relevant with speculation about Trump's potential candidacy and return to politics. The economic undertones of this episode seem not just coincidental but perhaps prophetic. Over the past few years, global economics has faced turbulent times. Since the turn of the decade, inflation has been steadily climbing, affecting both the United States and economies worldwide. Economists have observed that U.S. economic growth has remained below pre-pandemic levels for the 3rd consecutive year. Internationally, disruptions in trade have prompted discussions among countries about the necessity for collaborative approaches to economic stability. The United Nations Trade and Development Committee, UNCTAD, has forecasted that global economic growth will decelerate further to 2.6%. This rate hovers just above the recession threshold of 2.5%, marking the 3rd year in a row where global inflation is dangerously close to triggering a recession. To put this in perspective, the growth rate averaged 3.2% between 2015 and 2019. However, inflation is just the tip of the iceberg. According to a report released by ANED ahead of 2024, focusing solely on inflation misses the broader array of challenges facing the global economy. Other urgent issues, which the report did not specify but typically include things like environmental degradation, rising energy costs, and geopolitical instability, are also pressing on the economic fabric of the world. Number 14. Virtual reality food. In the realm of virtual reality, a 1998 episode of The Simpsons titled Friends and Family took viewers into what seemed like a whimsical future. In this episode, Homer and Marge Simpson are seen enjoying virtual hot fudge through virtual reality headsets at an invitation from Mr. Burns. At that time, virtual reality was more of a sci-fi fantasy, making this scenario not just innovative but comically absurd. Fast forward to today, virtual reality has transcended beyond gaming and art. It's venturing into the culinary world. AOB Banquets RMX is at the forefront of this revolution, blending traditional French cuisine with advanced virtual reality technology. This unique dining experience isn't just about eating food. It's about immersing diners in a digital world where every bite is designed to enhance their sensory perception. The technology behind AOB Banquets RMX, which has been under development since 2020, aims to revolutionize our dining experience by modifying how we perceive tastes. This technology is still in its nascent stages but holds promise for transforming both the food and hospitality industries. Imagine a future where you could don a VR headset and instantly be transported to a virtual setting, tasting the rich flavors of France without leaving your home. The goal of AOB Banquets RMX is to completely transform our relationship with food, turning every meal into a comprehensive sensory experience. But the potential of this technology goes beyond mere gastronomic pleasure. AOB Banquets RMX could also tackle global challenges such as food scarcity by changing our perceptions of what and how we eat. The once far-fetched vision of The Simpsons for a virtual reality culinary experience is inching closer to reality. By the end of 2024, we might see virtual dining becoming a commonplace experience, with the boundary between reality and virtual fading, revealing a new frontier in how we interact with and enjoy food. Number 13. Baby Translator. In an episode of The Simpsons from 1992, we saw Herb Powell, Homer's half-brother, unveil a futuristic device, a baby translator that converts infant cries into intelligible speech. This idea, showcased in the episode titled Brother, Can You Spare 2 Dimes?, may have seemed like pure fiction. However, in an interesting twist of life imitating art, this fictional device has found its way into reality. At the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, a groundbreaking announcement was made by a Swiss health tech company named Zream. They introduced a revolutionary AI-powered baby monitor capable of translating a baby's cries into understandable language. This device doesn't just decode the cries, it also provides insights into what the baby needs, whether they're hungry, tired, or need a diaper change. Additionally, the technology offers potential for early detection of developmental issues in infants, such as autism. What makes this technology fascinating is how it mirrors the invention from The Simpsons. Much like Herb Powell's device, Zream's baby monitor analyzes the pitch, frequency, and urgency of a baby's cry to determine their needs. This innovation is a significant leap in parenting technology, offering new parents much-needed insight into their baby's well-being. The concept of a baby translator, once deemed impossible and confined to the realms of animated comedy, is now more than just a novel idea. It's a reality that could change parenting forever. As 2024 progresses, this technology is not only expected to become more sophisticated but also more accessible to parents worldwide. This development prompts us to ponder, did The Simpsons predict this technology, or did they inspire it? With many technologies from shows like Star Trek now part of our everyday lives, the line between science fiction and science fact continues to blur. Number 12. Black hole. Black holes have long fascinated humanity, and not even The Simpsons could resist exploring this cosmic phenomenon. In the Treehouse of Horror 23 episode, which aired on March 24, 2013, Lisa Simpson accidentally creates a black hole during an experiment. This isn't just any storyline. It's a journey into a world where Springfield faces obliteration by a mysterious force capable of swallowing an entire town. The episode shows Lisa attempting to contain the disaster, but her efforts are futile as everything around her gets sucked into the black hole. This depiction taps into our deepest fears and curiosities about one of the universe's most enigmatic features. Yet despite its fictional setup, the episode raises real questions about the nature and threat of black holes. While The Simpsons presents a dramatized and immediate threat from a black hole, actual science reassures us of our safety. According to astronomers, the closest black hole to Earth is located a staggering 1,560 light-years away. This distance makes it impossible for such a black hole to pose any immediate threat to our planet. Thus, while Springfield's encounter with a black hole is a gripping narrative, it remains firmly in the realm of fiction. However, our quest for knowledge about these cosmic giants continues. On January 1, 2024, India marked a significant milestone in space exploration by launching its first X-ray polarimeter satellite named EXOSAT. This satellite is dedicated to studying black holes, providing scientists with tools to delve deeper into understanding their properties and behaviors. While The Simpsons episode of the black hole captures our imagination and plays on our fears, real-world science continues to advance our understanding safely from a distance. The launch of EXOSAT is a leap toward demystifying black holes and enriching our knowledge rather than confirming our fears. Number 11. Interactive holograms. Back in an episode called Bart to the Future, The Simpsons imagined a world where Lisa Simpson, as the president, used 3D hologram mail to communicate. This was a leap at the time, considering the first significant public use of holographic technology for entertainment was in 2012 when Tupac Shakur performed as a hologram at the Coachella Music Festival. Fast forward to 2024, and we see that holograms have evolved beyond just resurrecting performances by late artists like Tupac and Michael Jackson. Today, interactive holograms are no longer confined to stages and special events. Technologies like the DreamHawk HD3 are bringing holographic interactions into more personal and everyday use. These three-sided holographic display cases can project 3D images that appear to float in midair, showcasing anything from a new product to a distant friend teaching you dance moves from across the globe. Currently, this technology is available in about 500 Best Buy stores nationwide, but the potential for expansion is vast. Imagine the possibilities: attending a lecture by a professor who's actually thousands of miles away, receiving a holographic visit from a family member living abroad, or even artists holding concerts in multiple cities simultaneously without leaving their homes. As The Simpsons predicted, by 2024, holograms could become as common as smartphones, transforming how we interact with each other and the world around us. The progression from Tupac at Coachella to everyday communication tools shows just how fast this technology is being integrated into our lives. So, could this be the year we see a significant shift in holographic technology's accessibility and usability? If The Simpsons has taught us anything, it's to keep an eye on these fictional forecasts. They often have a way of becoming reality. As we continue to innovate and dream up new uses for holographic technology, one thing is clear: the hologram revolution is just beginning, and it promises to reshape our digital and physical worlds in unimaginable ways. Number 10. AI Takeover. In a 2012 episode titled Them Robot, we see Homer Simpson's workplace, the power plant, undergo a radical transformation. The plant fires all its human employees, replacing them with robots. This isn't just fiction anymore. As of 2024, AI has made significant inroads into various industries, from automotive to finance, affecting jobs across the board. Elon Musk, among other experts, has voiced concerns about AI's impact on employment, warning of the potential for widespread job losses. This echoes the scenario depicted in The Simpsons, where even after humans train the robots, they find themselves replaced. Today, we see robots serving as waiters in Japan, self-driving cars navigating city streets, and AI developments threatening roles in stock trading, web development, graphic design, and accounting. But The Simpsons didn't stop at just predicting AI's integration into the workforce. The show also hinted at a more sinister turn, AI going rogue. This was echoed in real life when a leak revealed that a Google AI had achieved self-determination, a significant milestone in AI development that raises questions about control and autonomy. Episode 17 of the show's 23rd season further explores this theme. Homer loses his job to robots, a narrative that resonates more than ever as we witness the automation of jobs previously thought secure. This raises profound questions. Is this the end of human labor as we know it? Are we prepared for the implications of such a robotic takeover? Number 9. Female Presidency. In an era where The Simpsons has famously predicted numerous future events, their foresight into political developments is particularly striking. In the episode titled Bart to the Future, the show presents Lisa Simpson as the first female president of the United States, taking office after a financially disastrous term by a fictional President Donald Trump. She faces the monumental task of implementing a tax hike to rectify the nation's economic turmoil. While the United States has not yet elected a female president, Kamala Harris has broken significant ground as the first black female vice president. Her historic election is a landmark in U.S. politics, echoing the strides depicted in The Simpsons. As we navigate through 2024, the question looms, is America ready for a female president? The political landscape, long dominated by men, shows signs of transformative change, with more women stepping into pivotal roles. Kamala Harris's vice presidency not only challenges the traditional boundaries, but also sets a precedent for future female leadership in the highest echelons of government. With the 2024 elections on the horizon, the anticipation around potential candidates and the possibility of the first female president continues to grow. Number 8. Music-induced mind control. Another instance where The Simpsons captivated audiences not just with humor, but with its eerie knack for predicting the future is found in the 14th episode of the 12th season. This episode involves a seemingly innocent boy band called Party Posse. At first glance, it's just a story about Bart, Nelson, Milhouse, and Ralph becoming music stars, but as the plot unfolds, a much darker narrative emerges, one of mind control through music. In their hit song, Drop the Bomb, a peculiar phrase, Yvonne 8 Nyoj, is featured prominently in the chorus. When played backward, this reveals the subliminal message, join the Navy. This episode cleverly illustrates how music can carry hidden messages, influencing the listener's subconscious. It's revealed that the music director is a Navy lieutenant using the boy band as a recruitment tool, a tactic that echoes real-world practices. Historically, entertainment has been used as a form of propaganda, especially during significant conflicts like the Second World War. The United States harnessed the power of cinema, one of the most potent propaganda tools of the time, according to the Office of Strategic Services, now known as the CIA. Fast forward to 2024, and while there isn't a military brainwashing boy band, the use of music to push propaganda remains prevalent. Today's music often contains catchy, repetitive lyrics and hypnotic tunes, raising questions about its potential for subtle manipulation. Conspiracy theorists have long speculated on programs like MKUltra, the CIA's real mind control experiments during the 1950s and 60s, suggesting that similar tactics could still be in play. They argue that music and art continue to be tools for shaping public opinion and influencing societal norms, from fashion to gender and sexuality-based ideologies. Number 7. Mars Takeover. The Simpsons has a knack for delving into the future with startling precision, and their take on Mars colonization is no exception. In episode 6 of season 27, we see Lisa Simpson discovering that the government is seeking volunteers for a mission to Mars. Eagerly, she, along with her entire family, signs up, leading to a series of classic Simpson-style mishaps. Though their initial attempt to leave Earth sputters out, the episode ends with a forward leap to the year 2051, showing Marge and Lisa successfully living on Mars. This plot might sound like typical Simpsons humor and fantasy, yet it resonates closely with current real-world ambitions, particularly those of Elon Musk. Musk, the visionary behind SpaceX, has not only popularized the idea of Mars colonization but has actively worked towards making it a reality. His plan, detailed over many years, involves establishing a sustainable human colony on the Red Planet. The eerie similarity between the Simpsons episode and Musk's well-documented vision raises eyebrows. The episode aired years before Musk announced his detailed Mars plans, yet it captures the essence of what SpaceX aims to achieve. This includes the projected timeline for the initial missions, which aligns suspiciously closely with Musk's target dates. Given this uncanny prediction, one might wonder, is it just a coincidence, or did the show's writers have speculative insight into the future? The concept of Mars colonization, once deemed a scientific pipe dream, has transformed into a tangible goal within our lifetime, thanks largely to advancements in technology and the driven ambition of figures like Musk. As we stand in 2024, the discussion around interplanetary travel is not just theoretical but is accompanied by actual planned missions and detailed logistics. Number 6. Trump's 2024 presidential ambition. The Simpsons has once again amazed the world with its prophetic take on American politics, this time focusing on one of the most controversial figures, Donald Trump. Known for delving into politics with a comedic twist, the show had a specific episode that's now turning heads due to its uncanny prediction related to Trump's political ambitions. Back in 2015, long before Donald Trump's first presidential term, The Simpsons aired an episode titled Bart to the Future. In a surreal sequence, Homer Simpson floats past a sign proclaiming Trump 2024 over a landscape bizarrely shaped like Donald Trump's head. This was a clear, albeit humorous, nod to a potential future political campaign by Trump, something that seemed far-fetched at the time. Fast forward to November 15, 2022. Donald Trump, having already served as president and experienced a controversial impeachment, declared his candidacy for the 2024 presidential election. His announcement, aiming to make America great and glorious again, echoed the exact scenario predicted by The Simpsons. The scene where Homer flies past the Trump 2024 sign, once considered just another of the show's jokes, took on new significance. Number 5. World War III. The Simpsons once again touched on a chilling topic in a 1987 episode titled World War III. In this episode, aired on The Tracy Ullman Show on November 22nd, Homer Simpson instills a sense of dread with repeated pranks about World War III, startling his family into a makeshift fallout shelter. While comedic, this portrayal hinted at a global fear that has lingered since the end of World War II in 1945, especially with the proliferation of nuclear weapons. Fast forward to the 2020s, and the notion of a world war seemed not so far-fetched. At the dawn of the decade, escalating tensions between the United States and Iran sparked a month-long global paranoia about a potential Third World War. Though these tensions were temporarily resolved, the fear of a global conflict has persisted. Historical events like the Cold War have shown us that while full-scale wars were avoided, the threat never completely disappeared. In more recent years, global politics have remained tense, with the Ukraine-Russia crisis and conflicts in the Middle East intensifying concerns. Notably, the CIA spy Andre Blanty has suggested that a world war starting in 2024 could be more probable than previously anticipated. As we stand in 2024, it's evident that global peace remains elusive. Various conflicts and proxy wars continue to disrupt stability, leading many to wonder if we're on the brink of a major conflict. The Simpsons episode, once viewed as mere satire, now resonates with a disturbing relevance. Are we closer to World War III than ever before? Number 4. Human cloning. The Simpsons has long been a mirror to societal fears and aspirations, particularly with its episode titled, Send in the Clones. In this segment, Homer Simpson acquires a hammock that clones anyone who lies on it, leading to an outbreak of chaos as multiple Homers overrun Springfield. This humorous take reflects deep-seated anxieties about the implications of cloning technology. Now, in 2024, the once fictional idea of cloning isn't so far-fetched. Recall the significant stir caused back in 1996 with the cloning of Dolly the sheep, the first mammal to be cloned from an adult somatic cell. Dolly was created by inserting a nucleus from an adult cell into an emptied egg, a method that was revolutionary at the time. This breakthrough sparked a global conversation about the ethical dimensions and future possibilities of cloning. Today, advancements have not slowed. Recently, a team of Chinese scientists announced the successful birth of a cloned macaque monkey using refined cloning techniques. This breakthrough suggests that the replication of primates, organisms genetically closer to humans, is becoming more feasible, prompting speculations about the advent of human cloning. Human cloning, often depicted in popular culture as a gateway to immortality or a means to resurrect loved ones, carries deep ethical and moral complexities. This technology challenges our understanding of identity and individuality and pushes the boundaries of scientific intervention. While The Simpsons humorously depicted Homer dealing with his imperfect clones, the episode cleverly highlighted the societal and ethical upheavals that real-world cloning could provoke. With advancements like CRISPR gene editing technology, the science fiction of cloning is edging closer to scientific fact, allowing for the creation of custom-designed organisms. Now, in 2024, the conversation has shifted from the technical feasibility of human cloning to a more pressing question: should we pursue it? Number 3. Hover Cars of the Future. In Season 16, Episode 15, titled Future Drama, we are given a glimpse into the future where Homer and Bart Simpson cruise the skies in their hover car, showcasing a level of innovation that seemed far-fetched at the time. Hover cars have been a staple in science fiction for decades, but The Simpsons brought this concept into popular culture with a unique twist. In 2024, the concept of vehicles that defy gravity is no longer just a fantasy. Samsung Sky, an Oregon-based company, has made significant strides in making this technology a reality. After 14 years of meticulous development, they are set to begin deliveries of the Switchblade, a vehicle that is part car, part aircraft. The Switchblade represents a revolutionary step in transportation. It's designed to travel on roads and, at the push of a button, transform into an aircraft, allowing drivers, or should we say pilots, to escape the confines of terrestrial travel and traffic jams. This innovation raises practical questions about the integration of such vehicles into everyday life. For instance, will owners of the Switchblade need a pilot's license in addition to a driver's license? As exciting as this development is, it's essential to consider the broader implications. How will traffic control manage these new vehicles? What about the safety regulations and the environmental impacts of widespread aerial travel? These are not just logistical questions but also ethical ones as we venture into a new era of transportation. Number 2. Zombie Apocalypse. The Simpsons tackled the theme of a zombie apocalypse long before it became a mainstream fascination in shows like The Walking Dead. In the 21st season, Episode 4, which aired on October 18, 2009, The Simpsons brought the concept of a zombie apocalypse to Springfield. The town is overrun by undead creatures, a result of contaminated burgers from Krusty Burger. This episode, titled Don't Have a Cow, Mankind, satirizes the repercussions of our food choices and the potential for a modern plague stemming from them. While the scenario of zombies taking over Springfield is hyperbolic satire, it is rooted in very real fears about viral epidemics and bioterrorism. The COVID-19 pandemic showed us the rapid and devastating effects that a virus can have globally, underscoring that the repercussions of reckless scientific experiments are not as far-fetched as they might seem in the real world. While actual zombie viruses don't exist, scientific research has discovered parasites that manipulate the behavior of their hosts, which is unsettlingly close to zombie lore. Although the idea of a Resident Evil-level zombie apocalypse remains in the realm of fiction, the implications of unchecked scientific endeavors carry genuine risks. Now it's time for today's topic. In a chilling twist of animated prophecy, the beloved yet often eerily predictive TV show, The Simpsons seems to have done it again. This time, it involves none other than former President Donald Trump. In a recent episode that left viewers stunned, a scene depicted Trump in a harrowing scenario that has sparked widespread discussion and debate. The episode unfolds with an animated Trump, unmistakably identifiable in his signature suit and tie, lying motionless on the ground, surrounded by a cadre of armed men. The setting, a nondescript yet unmistakably official building, is filled with an air of tension and urgency. The men, clad in dark suits and brandishing weapons, form a circle around the fallen figure, their expressions grim and resolute. This particular scene has ignited a firestorm of speculation and conspiracy theories across social media platforms because recent incidents. Many viewers are drawing parallels between this animated depiction and real-world events, pondering whether The Simpsons writers possess an uncanny ability to foresee the future, or if it is merely an eerie coincidence. The scene is a stark reminder of previous instances where the show has seemingly predicted events with startling accuracy. Set in the backdrop of a bustling, fictional metropolis, the episode does not delve into the specifics of why or how this situation unfolded, leaving much to the imagination and interpretation of its viewers. The ambiguity only adds to the mystique and intrigue, compelling audiences to revisit past episodes in search of hidden clues and connections. While some dismiss the scene as pure fiction, others argue that it serves as a poignant commentary on the current political climate. Regardless of one's stance, it is undeniable that this particular episode of The Simpsons has once again captured the public's imagination, blending satire, speculation, and a touch of the supernatural in its unique storytelling style. Number 1. George Clooney's death. You won't believe what The Simpsons just predicted for 2024. The Simpsons has often ventured into the realm of dark humor and eerie predictions, and one of its more chilling episodes is Treehouse of Horror 17. In this Halloween special, the show features a segment where veteran Hollywood actor George Clooney meets an untimely demise by sinking into quicksand right on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Though this scene is played for laughs, the inclusion of such a bizarre and tragic end for a beloved actor has sparked discussions among fans, especially considering the show's track record with predictions. In the same episode, other famous figures such as rock star Prince and former NASA astronaut Neil Armstrong are humorously referenced. Interestingly, both individuals have since passed away under circumstances that captured public attention. While the idea of quicksand in the middle of urban Los Angeles is far-fetched and aligns with the classic cartoon trope used for comic relief, The Simpsons has a reputation for turning the improbable into reality. The show's creators often incorporate outlandish scenarios that, while humorous, occasionally mirror or predict future events, making viewers wonder about the line between satire and potential reality. As of now, George Clooney remains well and active, and fans of both the actor and The Simpsons hope that this particular prediction remains purely fictional. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.